In several villages in Indonesia, there is a sad story unfolding. Young kids are not growing properly. This is stunting. When kids' bodies don't grow well, it's making their future uncertain and putting them at risk. In this village, children often don't have enough food and getting the right nutrients and cannot easily see a doctor when they are getting sick. These problems happen because there's not enough money from these kinds of family. People don't know enough about healthy food, and it's hard for them to make the environment good for kids to grow as good as well. Stunting is a big problem in these kinds of villages in Indonesia, and it doesn't just affect one child, but it also affects the whole of village future. That's why we need to do something special and creative to change this story and give these kinds of children the best future in the next generation. This is also connects to the goals of SDGs number 3, which is about making sure that everyone can be healthy and happy at every age. Therefore, I am Muhammad Yudhistira Adianuddin from Hasanuddin University will talk you a speech which is under the title of Optimizing Village Funds to address the issue of stunting in Indonesia. The current status quo, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that the transfer of funds to agents and village is not prioritized by the government in achieving Indonesia Maju in 2045. It is proven by the status quo that there is a development disparity among agents and village in Indonesia. This is primarily due to the limited financial resources allocated for the implementations of regional autonomy. In my speech, I'm going to explain you 3 things, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, how does increasing stunting affect the community empowerment? Number 2, what is the influence of village fund transfer in optimizing declining stunting case? But number 3, how can increasing stunting reduction impact sustainable economic development? But moving to number 1, how does increasing stunting affect the community empowerment? Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, that in 2017, about 22% or around 150 million toddlers or children in worldwide suffering stunting? If we cannot solve the problems of stunting, our future generation will get several problems, which is number 1, with cognitive and psychomotoric skill. Imagine if our children in the future will have difficulty thinking, learning, understanding, and remembering information. This is important because these kinds of skills are the fundamental foundations that every individual should have, because this basic ability that can shape them into what they want to become in the future. But number 2, younger people are susceptible to degenerative disease. Virus disease have shown that children who experience malnutrition during the toddler years and later suffering from stunting are more likely to develop obesity and be at risk diabetes mellitus in the future. But number 3, the impact, low quality human resources. This kinds of generation is expected to become the nation's academic, politicians, and even the leader, ladies and gentlemen. To be high quality individual, they need high level of intelligence as well. They must truly prioritize to realize that Indonesian advance in 2045. This is also the problem. So, therefore, this is the problem where we are not prioritize something in the future. But moving to the number second points, what is the influence of village funds transfer in optimizing declining stunting tools? During the years of 22 to 2022, the priority for the use of village funds was focused on combating the coronavirus disease, which is pandemic, which had impact on various diseases of community life, including social, economic, welfare, and cultural aspects. It's proven that in the status quo, the funds of agent is not prioritized to stunting, but to allocate money to recharge the money in COVID-19. Every village in Indonesia will receive approximately 1 billion to 130 billion in 2023, with the amounts of money, improvement in the healthcare system should ideally be implemented to optimize the reduction of stunting case This is because the issue of stunting is not limited to nutrition alone, but involves complex issues, ladies and gentlemen. Complex issues such as family income, parental guidelines for family life, and unhealthy living environment are some aspects to contribute the increasing of prevalence stunting in Indonesia. Therefore, the amounts of money by state to region is also important to begin with. But number three, which is the last, how can increasing stunting reduction impact sustainable economic development? Improving the reduction of stunting can be a significant driver for sustainable economic development. Stunting is an important indicator that reflects children's health and nutrition level, ladies and gentlemen. If the children good, this means they are more likely to complete their education and become more productive members and workforce in the future. Better health also reduces the disease burden in society, which in turn can lower healthcare costs and boost workforce productivity. Furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, improving the reduction of stunting can stimulate more inclusive economic growth. When children from less privileged backgrounds have equal access to good nutrition and quality healthcare services, economic inequality can decrease, right? This can create a more stable and equitable society where all individuals have an equal chance to contribute to economic growth and share prosperity. Therefore, investing in effort to reduce stunting is not only an investment in the health and well-being of children, but also stronger and sustainable economic future. Because children also should be or have the same rights to having a good opportunity in the future. Thank you.